average rental deposit's weighing in over £1,000, you can't risk unscrupulous landlords holding it back because you didn't hoover on your way out. These guys can help with that.
We're in Ladbroke Grove now. We're at a regular and typical tenancy cleaning job. We've got a small semi-detached here where 3 people have lived, and they're trying to get their deposit back. So let's go inside and have a look. So now we're in here. Yeah, they're already busy at work.
Rune's company specialises in a range of domestic services. Their end-of-tenancy cleaning service is their most popular, aimed at renters who are moving on and need to get their important deposit back in full. From £95, results are guaranteed to meet every landlord's requirements, and if they're not, Rune's team will come back and fix it.
You see everything in tenancy cleaning. You know, the landlord will look at immediately when they come into a property. The first thing they see is they will just put a hand up there on top of a picture frame, and if it's dirty, they will reject it and say, oh, it's not clean, and you're not going to get your deposit back. People's perception of clean is very different. I have a very high standard of what I perceive as clean, and then other people have a sort of different standard. And the kitchen is this lovely thing on top of the cupboards. I am very scared of putting my hand here, but you can see, you know, this. And they'll always do the extractor fan, they'll always do this, and look, if you don't have clean hands, it's not gonna... These are still dirty. I mean, you know, telltale signs of these lovely things. It's not too bad here. It's not too bad here, but you can see they haven't done this. So I don't really want to go in there. I always make sure that the dishwasher is clean. It's so easy to see the limes of this stuff. One of the most important things we see is the oven, and there's always little things like these ones here. The other thing is the skirting boards, so they're not too bad, but you can see every single little thing has the same. Yeah, see. Carpets are extremely easy to pick up dust, like these very, very dirty carpets, and they've just vacuumed it. Landlords will use any excuse to sort of find a way of not paying your deposit back, and it's quite a lot of money you've got tied up here. It can be 6 weeks' rent. For end of tenancy, there's so many ways that a landlord can not pay you the money back, and it's like, you know, they'll charge £500 for the cleaning, and basically they'll sometimes just send one of their friends over and just wipe it over. And it's much better to spend that £50 extra or £40 extra on an insured company that'll guarantee it. Bathrooms, this one is not too bad, actually. This is not too bad of the bathroom. Of course, the toilet is very important. We had a fun story about how women can see whether it's a decent guy. Looking at the footer of the toilet, you can see if it's dirty there, then he's probably not a very clean guy. Because I've seen everything, so I know it's like, no, but you haven't done this. That puts a little bit more pressure on the cleaners. You can see now he's scraping with, you know, this is where it's end of tenancy versus just a cleaning. He's scraping some of the limescale stains off. This makes the property look immaculate, even though it looks clean on the surface. There's quite a lot of stuff to do on this property. The normal thing that they look at is like metal surfaces. It's got limescale, it's no hand marks, the same with the mirrors. Opens the windows, just run a line under that. Some of the worst things is these lovely cupboards. Every single fitting has to be polished and shined. So I see houses a little bit different than normal people would see it. I can spot these things a little bit too fast. Now we get to the exciting technology here. This is where it gets serious. But cleaning can be fun because it's also technical, and it requires a degree of skill to do it properly. I mean, and there's something beautiful about seeing a carpet being cleaned. That's not my speciality. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Jay, I mean, you know, let's see it being put together. That's the way. Because last time I tried, I didn't know which hose goes where. So, Jay, you better explain what the machine does.
I've got mad cleaning stories, mate. I've seen the most disgusting places you could imagine. This is your money we're talking about here, so you're going to want to do the best job you can to get that deposit back from the landlords and the agency.
So these are the sort of marks that we come across. They've used one of their own products on it, and what's happened is the carpet's ended up being bleached. So as you can see, there's wine stains that are there, and there's a bleach mark around it. So they could end up being charged a lot of their deposit just from that one stain there. They can't repair one little patch, so then you're talking about a whole room's worth of carpet. Could run into £500 worth of damage for that.
As the property has boomed in London and the rent has gone up, it's a lot of money. I mean, you know, it's probably £500,000 in deposits we definitely get back every year from people.